So, this game is called Assemble with Care. Now, is the stream going on? Okay, let's see. Yeah, it's working. And let's see, Twitch, it's working. Alright, it's working, okay. Stream info, all good. Alright, let's play. Let's play. Maria's Mix. Another cassette tape. Something games. So this is a game where you fix stuff like electronics. This game is best played with sound. Oh yeah. Begin.
After a year on the road, I thought I'd get tired of traveling. The endless clatter of railways, highways, and everything in between. But as my train pulled into the station at Bellariva, I felt every bit as excited as the first day of my journey. A whole year. It felt like a lifetime. The places I'd seen, the people I'd met, of course, the forgotten treasures I'd given a new lease of life along the way. I'm a restorer by trade. Bringing our most beloved possessions back to life is what I love to do. I'd been traveling for months, working my way from one town to the next, fixing everything from family heirlooms to VCRs. Bellariva was my chance to take a break. Unfortunately, that would have to wait until after I'd unpacked.
Unpack. Oh, let's see. How do I play this game? Oh. Hold on, I can't read the chat. I think that, Did I mess up something? Oh, it changes every time. Oh no. Alright, here we go. Okay, I'm back. Click on the toolbox to remove it. Okay.
The tools of my trade. No hope of restoring things without these.
This looks like
I picked up these
unpacking.
sunglasses on my last stop. Hopefully I'm cool enough to pull them off. I saw a guitarist wearing these at a show once. Rock and roll repair woman, at your service. My passport. Not many blank pages left now.
Oh, that's cool.
My favorite overalls. These will never go out of style. My parents took this after I made my first repair. Seems like a lifetime ago. Looking forward to taking more close-ups of my fingers with this. I'll hand these out once I'm settled in. Fingers crossed they get me some work.
Maria's Restorations. Oh, the music. The sound.
Finally, I'd made it to Bellariva. I'd come for the food festival, taking place in a few days' time. After living off TV dinners and instant ramen for the last few months, I was craving a decent meal.
That was my life when I was studying.
Of course, I'd
Instant
need to earn
ramen.
enough money to pay for it, so I figured I'd head out the next day and find some work. My parents never wanted me to go. They wanted me to stay in their shop and have a simple, stationary life. I knew there was a world out there, beyond the four walls of our antique store, that I had to be a part of. I daydreamed constantly about the weird and wonderful places each of our antiques came from. I loved figuring out their stories, revealing the memories hidden beneath the screws and wires.
Yeah.
My story in Bellariva began with a little girl and a voice she was longing to hear.
Continue. Let's go. That was level 1.
It was my first morning in Bellariva, and I couldn't wait to leave my hotel and explore. It was a quiet town, its streets and alleyways basking peacefully in the hot morning sun.
Oh, I like the narration.
In the main square, meanwhile, preparations were underway for the festival in a few days' time. As I handed out my flyers, I wondered what the people of Bellariva would need me to fix. So far, everything here seemed perfect. I was starting to worry I'd made a mistake when I felt someone tapping me on the back.
Hi, I'm Izzy. Do you know how to fix things?
Is this London? Hi, I'm Lizzie. Do you know how to fix things?
It was a little girl, maybe 7 years old, who must have gotten hold of one of my flyers. She rummaged around in her backpack until she hauled out a battered red cassette deck.
My tape is broken and I can't make it work anymore.
That's definitely British. Or Australia. It was Italy.
I tried to fix it myself, but there's this metal thing in the way. Can you try?
Oh, yes, yes, I love this. Okay. Can I rotate it? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. How do I? Oh my god. Here we go.
Aha! Those batteries look like they need replacing. Luckily, I have some spares.
Let's take out the battery. Okay, so we gotta charge the girl with the battery. It's gonna be $5.99. Where's the screw? Where did I put the screw? Is that okay? Oh, it's here. It's here. Oops. Oh, what? How do I do this? Hold on. I'm not used to this game. There we go. $8 at least? Oh my god, you're demon. How could you do that?
Why did you do that?
I'm rewinding your stuff. It's you're supposed to rewind it. Because you want to listen to the music again, right? Are we done? Do you want me to put the cassette in again? Okay. Open.
Will you dream a dream for me? If I sit by your side and hold you so tight, know that I will always love you.
When it finished, Izzy picked up the tape deck and tucked it carefully into her backpack.
Maybe it's the only sound or recordings Lizzie's mom left her. Maybe Lizzie's mom died. Or maybe she's still alive.
Maria, you're the best person at fixing things ever.
No problem. Who was that singing? They're very good.
It's my mum. She's not here anymore.
Oh
Izzy
yeah.
trailed off. It was the
it was
kind
right.
of silence a cassette tape would never be enough to fill. When Izzy's friends called for her, she dug deep into her pockets, looking for something to pay me with. Eventually, she produced a grand total of a stick of gum, 3 mismatched buttons, and a yo-yo. I usually preferred a check, but Izzy looked so serious, I wrote out a full receipt.
Okay, maybe don't rip her off. Yeah, don't rip her off. Come on, it was her mom's
She seemed like a
only
happy kid, but
stuff.
beneath it all, part of her life had been shattered. Part I wouldn't be able to fix.
Oh. Part I won't be able to fix. This game just started to play like 10 minutes ago. Already one of like my favorite games now. Good music, good art, good narration, and also the gameplay itself is like my favorite game style. Fixing stuff, you know, a little bit of like engineering.
My first repair complete, I spent the rest of the day doing small jobs in and around the square. I was exhausted when I got back to my hotel and found a message asking me to make one more visit. The address led me to a quaint little house, a stone's throw from the beach. Bathed in the evening light, it looked beautiful, in spite of its flaking paintwork and chipped tiles. The front door was opened by a harried-looking man, still dressed from a long day at the office.
Are you Maria? My name's Joseph. I'm Isabel's father.
Oh, the voice acting is so good.
I'm so sorry she bothered you this morning. Please, come in. I'd like to settle up properly.
On the mantelpiece, I saw the remains of a broken statue. Without thinking, I picked up a fragment.
The voice acting is really good.
Ah, my father's statue. What's left of it, at least. Yet another way I'd have disappointed him.
I'm surprised. And yes, he does remind me of Harvey. Yeah.
It survived 100 years in this family. But 5 minutes with Isabel and... Do you think you can salvage it?
Yeah, kids are... Kids. Oh, I love this.
Will you be able to see the glue afterwards? I don't want people seeing the cracks. Is this glue really strong enough to hold everything together?
Sir, trust me, okay? You have to trust the engineer. Do not question me, okay? Ah, the music. The music, it's so nice. Alright, which part? Where's the arm? And I need... Okay.
Sometimes I think my daughter should come with a warning label.
There we go. Perfect.
Thank you, Maria. It looks as perfect as it ever did. My father wanted me to make something of myself. He didn't have time for anything less.
As Joseph put the statue back on the shelf, it nudged against the family portrait stood proudly next to it. So he was Bellariva's mayor. And that was Izzy's mom. They must both miss her so much.
Wait. Oh. So the kid who came here was the daughter of the mayor, and we just fixed the mayor's...
Sorry, I'm a little tired. I've been working late getting things sorted for the festival. There's only a few days to go. Looks like I'll be working late. Again.
When I told my parents I wanted to leave, they always found an excuse to be busy, to avoid talking about it. I guess keeping themselves occupied was their way of pretending it wasn't happening. Joseph's work must have been taking up so much of his time. But maybe that was what he wanted. I just hoped he was finding enough time for Izzy, too.
Because if he don't have anything to do, he gets stressed out because his brain goes like, his mind goes like, oh. You know, in the book from Dale Carnegie, How to Manage Stress, one of the best way is to just work hard that you forget about all the stressful things, because your brain cannot process two things.
My second day in Bellariva dawned bright and clear. Another beautiful sunny morning. Walking into town, I passed cafes overflowing with customers cradling their morning coffees. I stopped, breathing in the smell of roasted coffee beans and freshly baked pastries. I was about to go inside when the owner of Carmen's, the cafe next door, stopped me.
Hello, Maria? Were you here yesterday handing out flyers? I have a job for you.
Her place was petite, tucked between its competitors as if hoping they wouldn't notice. Judging by the empty tables inside, though, her potential customers hadn't noticed it either.
It's a bit slow today, but we're just getting started. I'm sure it'll pick up soon.
As Carmen chatted, she walked over to the counter and returned with an old rotary phone.
At least I've got plenty of time to practice my recipe for the festival. It's a new special I've been working on. I was hoping to call my sister for some, seasoning tips, but it won't connect. Can you see if you can figure out what's wrong?
Alright. Oh, now we get some chips. We get some electronic chips. Oops. Alright, keep it there.
Obviously, we'd normally be much busier than this.
Zoom. Oh, I love this game. Oh, because this is what I do in real life too. When I was like 13 years old, I disassembled my sister's laptop. Back then it was called Samsung Sense laptop. I disassembled the whole thing.
I can't afford to replace it.
And reassembled it. And I missed one display adapter. I assembled everything perfectly. I just missed one display adapter, and my father had to bring me and my sister to the service center, and they had to explain, oh, my son did all that, and then they opened it up. Turns out I just missed one display adapter. But that's how much I love disassembling stuff. And then when I was like 17 years old, I disassembled the desktop PC that my father got from his work. But that was easy. Laptop's pretty hard, but laptop's pretty complicated. But desktop PCs are so easy to disassemble because it's meant to be assembled with different parts. And then history goes on. I made my own PC when I was 19 or 20 or something. I fixed my own phone. I fixed my own Bluetooth speaker. I fix everything. I search up AliExpress, look for parts, look for transistors or whatever, mold. I just take off the mold. What you call it? The lead. What's called you put some lead like that. Anyway, hot wire or whatever. I don't know. I just fix everything by myself. Anyways, I should keep playing. It's a bit of a talk. Also, I fixed my mouse too. I bought the parts for my mouse, and this mouse is pretty old, but I fixed the buttons. Now the buttons don't sound anything. Look, the buttons are silent. I intentionally bought a silent switch, and I replaced the switches so it doesn't make any sound in my stream. Okay, so I need 2 wires. hold on. I need to take out this wire. Oh. Also, I make my own keyboard too. My keyboard is a... I basically make everything myself. The keyboard is it's like a DIY custom keyboard where it uses Kyle Cream silent switch with Leopold's keycaps. So it sounds very smooth. Doesn't make much noise because
Looks like this new circuit board is all hooked up.
because I don't want not like that. I don't want the stream to be too loud. Oh, I need to fix the bells too. You want to take your keyboards, wouldn't be surprised if you made your own phone at this point. Well, phones are pretty hard. Phones are like the next level. You can't really make a phone yourself. He made his own apartment. Well, the AC and everything. I do want to like make my own house, but that's like another huge study. Like I have to study about how to, you know, how to like design. Like it's not easy as like The Sims 4, you know. It's not like do 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 and like the wall comes up and like, you know. It's really complicated.
Make sure I screw everything back together.
Yeah, help me with the interior, please.
When I handed the phone back to Carmen, she seemed almost reluctant to take it from me.
Why? You don't have any money.
So it's all working now, is it? I don't have to leave it to dry or let it cool down?
Nope, it's ready to go. It'll be ringing off the hook in no time.
That's if I can pay my phone bill anyway. And the rent and the suppliers. Anyway, take a seat and I'll be right with you. Your coffee's on the house.
I sat at one of the empty tables, while at the counter, Carmen had started dialing the phone.
Hello? How's my favourite sister doing today?
As she talked, Carmen became more and more tense. This didn't seem like a call for some cooking advice.
I know I still owe you from last time, but I can't afford to take part in the festival if I don't pay.
I could almost feel the eye roll at the other end of the line.
You don't need to be here, though. Can't you just put the check in the post?
When the call ended, Carmen brought me my coffee, her hands trembling.
Sorry about that. My sister's decided to fly in for a visit. Oh God, I have to get ready. Actually, I might have another job for you. Can you come by tomorrow?
Okay. This is so fun. Oh, look how many there are. I also
The next
have
day,
a
I'd
DSLR
promised Carmen
too.
I'd return to help her get the cafe ready for her sister's arrival. I was about to set out when I received an unexpected call from my hotel's reception desk. Apparently, another guest had asked for me by name. Curious, I took the creaking elevator up to the top floor and made my way to the room number they'd given. I knocked.
Are you here about the camera? It's about time.
Oh, she sounds very professional.
The woman in front of me was immaculate. Not a hair out of place or a crease to be seen.
My sister tells me you know how to fix things. I'd usually go to an expert, of course, but in this town...
So she is the sister of the cafe owner, which is like, oh honey, can you fix my phone, please? Like she's like more like a clumsy girl, and this woman is more like a professional CEO from the same family.
So this was Carmen's sister? The two of them couldn't have been more different.
Right?
Inside her room, I saw a beautiful reflex camera, any professional photographer's dream.
The viewfinder is completely dark. I can't see anything through it at all. I assume you can figure out what's wrong?
Alright, let's go. Oh, yeah, so This is the mirror. So this is not a mirrorless camera. This is a DSLR. Well, no, this is not a digital one. This seems like a SLR. Which means, what does SLR count for? Digital, so S L R lens R Okay, take this off. Take the lens off. Ah, here we go.
I don't suppose you've fixed anything this valuable before.
If I use the screwdriver, I could adjust the angle of the mirror.
What? There we go.
Perfect. Now the viewfinder should be working.
Single lens reflex. Oh, it might be it. Can you search it up so I can learn? Okay, let's put this in. Ah. So calming. The music is so calm.
I should make sure I screw everything back together.
Alright, so this is a single lens reflex camera. And DSLR is digital single lens reflex camera. And mirrorless camera is basically there is no mirror here. It just uses a digital input.
I felt a pang of envy as I handed the camera to Helena. I put my disposable to shame.
I picked it up on my first trip to Paris. It's a 1958 limited edition, the first of its kind. It cost me 3 months' salary, but it was worth it.
I wouldn't buy something like that. Like, me personally is not a person who buys like 1852 wine. Like I don't like those kind of stuff. I'm more like a cost-effective person. Like I would buy a cheap Canon M50 or like a Sony A6400. I actually own an A6400, but I gave it to my sister. I would buy something more cost-effective, you know. I mean, cameras are technology. Like you shouldn't pay too much on an old technology.
I had no idea what 3 months' salary meant to Helena, but I was pretty sure it was more than I could afford.
Yeah. I mean, if there is someone who's gonna buy that 1958 limited edition for more than the price you bought, then that's basically like investment. Like you're paying that money so that you can make more money out of it. But if you're just gonna keep
It
it,
was strange, really, that we were even staying in the same hotel. I'd picked this place because it was cheap and cheerful, but surely she could afford somewhere better?
or she's pretending to be rich.
She took some test shots, fiddling with the camera settings until she was absolutely satisfied.
This work is immaculate. At least there's one person in this town who knows what they're doing. Sending you to me might be the first thing Carmen's actually gotten right.
I wondered why Helena had bothered coming if she thought so little of her sister.
She's a tsundere, you know. She pretends she doesn't like her, but actually, in her deep heart, she cares about her sister.
I hear nothing from her for weeks, and then when she finally does call me, all she wants is money. If she thinks I'm lending her another penny, she'll have to convince me it's not a total waste of time.
So yeah, I agree with you, CY. Like, I also buy things with a high price if I know that I'm gonna use it for a long time. Like if I'm gonna use something for a long time, for example, like a ski board or something, like, right? if I know I'm gonna use this ski board for like 10 years, then I won't buy the cheap one. I will buy the most expensive one, like the best in the class, to ensure like safety or like whatever. Because like,
That didn't sound good. If Hurricane Helena was about to hit, I hoped Carmen was ready.
because like if I buy a cheap one, I'm like a person who is too sensitive about like all these like how it feels. So I quickly learn how things go and I resell the cheap one I bought and I buy the expensive one later. So I know myself that I'm gonna buy an expensive one eventually. So I just start with the best one from the beginning if I know I'm gonna do it for a long time. But the thing is, you don't know you're gonna do it for a long time. You have to try it for self, you know. You have to try it to know if you like it or not. So it's like a dilemma.
The sun was setting over Bellariva by the time I reached Carmen's cafe. From the outside, it looked as quiet as ever, but inside, I found Carmen cleaning like her life depended on it.
Maria! Oh, don't mind all of this. If Helena finds one speck of dust in here, I'll never hear the end of it.
Oh. Don't mind.
Carmen seemed pleased to see me, but I sensed the fidgeting tension beneath each sweep of her mop. Trying to live up to the standards of someone like Helena seemed like an impossible task.
I hope you didn't mind fixing the camera for her. She was furious when it broke. I really need this to go well. If she doesn't lend me the money, I don't know how long I can keep this place going.
Carmen led me to a back room, where she'd laid out the components of what looked like a neon sign.
I had this made when I first opened the cafe, but I'm hopeless with electronics.
Yeah, you sound like...
So there was supposed to be a sign outside. This might explain the lack of customers.
I'd like to put it up before Helena gets here.
Helena.
Can you give it a try?
So I would read Helena, but she says Helena. That's cool. Can I give it a try? Why are... Yeah, I know, right? It's in Italy. Why are they British? I think this game is made from a British developer. So the only voice actor they could get was British, maybe? But yeah, it doesn't make sense. Like, every kid, everybody, every people here speaks British. Like, mind to fix this for me, please? What is all this? Now... Okay. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. Glue. Oh, you know what? I have to install it here. Ah. It's getting a little bit harder, but I'm loving it. Ah. Okay, I need some glue. That's a perfect glue. Okay. Oh, right. Usually I pick up the screwdriver first because it's magnetic, so I just pick up and, you know, touch the nails. That's how I do it. My instinct came out. Like when I assemble stuff again, I just pick up the screwdriver, touch the screws, and then like do it. It's like my gut instinct coming out again. Oh my god. Oh my god. Come on. These controls are a little bit flimsy. Have I missed something? No. Why do I have more cables? It works.
I don't know, it's a bit flat. Maybe if it flashes, it'll really catch people's eye.
Flash!
Great idea. I think I have a spare part that could do that.
What? Oh my god, you're an electronic. I don't know how to do that. Oh, I wonder what this is. You need a signal repeater? No. Yeah, that's right? There we go. You know what?
It still needs something else. Maybe we can add one of these.
Oh, you're so demanding. I would prefer it to just stay on. The flashing one? I don't like the flashing one. Super glue. Okay. There we go. Now, where do you want? I think we're done with the extra parts. So I'm just gonna dial in, screw in. Oh, what? There we go. Where do you want these? Oh. You can only have one. Okay, what should I do? I mean, this is a cafe, so not a pizza. Pizza looks too cheap, right? It should be a cocktail, right? Or if it's a cafe, we can do like ice cream. Cause I mean, if it's a cafe, it doesn't sell alcohol. I would say, like, you know, like a pot gâteau, you know what that is? Like ice cream and pour coffee on it and like mix it together. I like those kind of stuff, so maybe it can be something like this. Nope. Alright. I hope you like this.
It works. I'll screw everything together again and you'll be set.
I mean, technically, I think the cocktail looks better in design, but since we're not gonna sell any cocktail.
The sign fixed, we headed outside and mounted it carefully over the cafe door.
Oh, that's perfect, Maria. It looks just how I imagined it. When I had this sign made, it all seemed so simple. Oh, I can't believe I might have to give it all up. I hope I've done enough.
Glue can fix everything. Ice cream is the best choice for it. Looks lit. Might the girl just have some random...
The smile froze on her face as she spotted something over my shoulder. I turned to see.
Of course, my sister owns the only cafe in this entire town that isn't actually open.
For better or worse, Helena had arrived. Carmen opened her mouth to explain, but Helena swept indifferently past her.
Her design is so funny. Look at her design. She's like... I like her design, so funny.
Finally pausing in the doorway, she turned back towards Carmen.
The first thing we're doing is getting rid of that hideous sign.
Hideous sign? How could you say that?
And with that, she disappeared inside. I hoped Carmen's chances of saving the cafe hadn't disappeared with her.
Hideous sign. Oh. That hurts me in my meow meow. Do you know that meme? That hurts me in my meow meow. Alright, let's go next one.
It was the day before the festival, and the whole town was busy getting ready. I had more work than I knew what to do with. When Joseph called with another job, I was craving the cool quiet of his and Izzy's seafront house. I'd barely reached their front door when I heard someone calling me.
Psst, Maria, I need your help. Quickly, it's top secret.
It was Izzy, peeking out from the side of the house. She beckoned for me to follow her. She led me through to a beautiful, unruly garden overflowing with flowers of every color. Nestled among them was a playhouse, its doorway almost completely obscured by a towering rose bush.
You have to squeeze past it and breathe in real small, like this.
Izzy took in a big gulp of air and crawled through the gap and into the playhouse. I hadn't planned on crawling in the dirt today, but the life of a repairwoman never did run smooth. On the table inside, there was an electronic toy. Not exactly the usual stock in my parents' antique shop.
I had an accident. I didn't do it on purpose or anything, but it won't turn on anymore. Can you fix it for me?
Anything that goes into her hand breaks. You are a catastrophe. To be honest, it's another ramble, but like I barely break any things. I'm very careful with like everything I own. I cannot relate to this. Okay, let's like wait. I have to remember where it was all hooked in. Okay, so I have to repair a glass part. It doesn't nudge out, so I have to remember this goes straight. Okay, I don't need to remember because the symbols match. Okay, that's easy, that's easy. Let's take this out. Oh, the whole board is the LCD. That's easy. Also, the soundboard is jammed. How did you fry this soundboard? How did you fry this? Also, the A button, so that means I have to get rid of this. Take this out. Repair this. Oops. Oh. Put this back in. Alright, and now time for reassembling. Main board goes here. Main board goes here. Sound, okay. There we go. All good. Now, put this back in here. Put this back in here. Where does the game chip goes? It goes below here.
Do grown-ups play games as well?
Hello, I'm a grown-up and I play games. Pop and play.
Can you show me how to play? I tried before, but it was so hard.
Sure. Oh my god, we're playing a game within a game. Guys, we're playing Toem. We're playing the taking photo game, Toem.
Her toy fixed, I watched Izzy retreat into its screen, taking refuge in a 3-inch world of her own. Well, I'd better head inside. Your dad is waiting for me.
Please don't tell him about the game. He'll think I broke it on purpose.
Why would he think that?
Because, well, I kind of dropped it really hard.
Dropped it really hard at the wall, so you threw it.
Izzy looked down, scuffing her shoes on the worn floor of the playhouse.
My dad said I have to go to this stupid festival tomorrow and put on a stupid dress, and I don't want to. All he cares about is working. He never wants to see me unless it's for his job. I'm not going. He can't make me.
With that, Izzy dove back through the rosebush and disappeared into the wilds of the garden. She was so young. She couldn't be expected to see that her dad was struggling too. It made me think, had I really tried hard enough to understand my parents' point of view? I was so focused on the adventures ahead of me. Maybe I didn't care enough about leaving them behind.
Oh, we're halfway here now. Oh, we're fixing a clock.
Leaving Izzy hiding in the garden, I walked around to the front of the house and rang the doorbell. It was only then I noticed my favorite overalls covered in grass stains. I scrubbed desperately, but it was too late.
Maria, what are you doing? What happened to your clothes?
I was, repairing a lawnmower.
How unusual. Well, do come in. The job I've got for you is a little more delicate.
Totally embarrassed, I walked into an orderly room filled with papers and ledgers. So this was his office. You must be so busy getting ready for the festival. Are you looking forward to
There's
it?
4 people
Of
breaking
course.
things over and over again.
It's traditional for the mayor to judge food from every cafe and restaurant in town. I'll be declaring the best chef in Bella Riva by this time tomorrow. Speaking of which,
He unclipped the watch from his wrist and very carefully handed it to me.
I'll have a tight schedule to follow, but my watch stopped working a while ago. Could you see if you can make it tick again?
Alright. Oh, is it an Apple Watch?
Are you sure it will all fit back together?
No, it's not an Apple Watch, of course. Normal watches also come out like this. It would be funny if he gives like the watch and it'd be like Galaxy Watch and it's like super tiny like electronics and be like, can you fix this please? And I'm like, I can't desolder this like small electronics. Alright. That's oh, that's easy. Oh, not
the main
easy.
plate has completely cracked. I'll need to replace it.
Oh my.
Cogs look good though. If I'm careful, I can reuse those.
Okay. Let's take out all the gears. This is fun. I like this game. Take out. Okay, do I have a... This is not a thing. Oops. So, I have to make it from scratch. No. Hold on. This goes here. Oh, it makes a little beat. And how do I do this? I guess you go there. Okay. What is this for? Ah. Let's take this out. Oh my god, there's more? Take this out. Take this out. Take this out. Okay, and replace with this one.
I've not gone a day without this watch since my wife gave it to me.
Oh, it's your wife's stuff. What do you call it when a person who died leaves a item for you? It's like a memorial thing? No. It's not that. I forgot the watch face. Is this spinning? Sentimental item. Oh, is that it? Is it working? I don't really know. I feel like I'm missing this part. It's not working, right? I think, oh yeah, I forgot this part. Okay, now it's working. Yes. I mean, she's a genius. How can she fix all this? I hope a real watch also works like this. Now I learned something. But I don't really use a watch. I don't like having something on my wrist.
As I handed the watch back to Joseph, my fingers traced over the engraving on the back. I hoped fixing this was one small way I could help him move forward.
I can't believe it's working, Maria. Thank you. My wife was a brilliant woman. Feeling this ticking on my wrist, it makes me feel like she's still here.
Yeah, right. You have a phone, and also, I mean, some people use it as a
Watches measure
fashion.
minutes and hours like they're infinite. I didn't know we had so little time. Even with Isabel, I barely see her. And when I do, she acts like she hates me.
Just then, the phone rang. Even when he was at home, his work was never done.
Sorry, Maria. I have to take this. I'll see you at the festival tomorrow.
As I left, I turned and saw him pacing the floor of his office, his watch glinting in the afternoon sun. I hoped its quiet ticking would at least bring him some peace during the busy days to come.
There we go. Okay, what's this now? This looks like a bigger item.
When my last job of the day brought me to Carmen's apartment, the door was opened by someone I didn't expect to see, Helena.
Sorry for inflicting this mess on you. Carmen's never seen a knickknack she doesn't want to buy, apparently.
Carmen's apartment was a little chaotic, but
Chaotic.
totally charming. It was easy to imagine her living in a place like this. It definitely wasn't Helena's style. She seemed more upmarket than flea market. I wondered why she was even here.
We're having a clear out, or at least I am. Carmen's not helping, as usual. There's a market at the festival tomorrow. I'm selling some of these things to make
Your
her some
bed looks
money.
like that right now.
She says she has nothing when there's all this stuff right under her nose.
Helena stepped delicately past the items on the floor and reached down to pick up one from the pile.
One from the pile.
Look at this slide projector. Our parents treasured it, but Carmen treats it like a piece of junk. Can you take a look?
She sounds so mad. Carmen treats like a piece of junk. She sounds so mad. Alright. It's huge to begin with. Well, first things first, just take off everything.
Oh, typical. Carmen's even managed to get a slide stuck in here.
Slide stuck in here. Well, hold on. I'll take it out. How do I take this out? Oh! Oh, I got a glass
Light bulb is
bit.
completely smashed.
Completely smashed. I think this part is done. Let's see. Can I just nudge it out? Where is the... Oh,
Okay, I'll need to redirect the light to the lens at the top for the projector to work.
oh, so I'm not supposed to get rid of the projector, the slide? Okay. Where's the light coming from? So, hold on. Don't do that. Light goes in here. I have to connect this like here. Okay, that's where it goes. I have to put it like that. Make it go up. Okay, good. Connect it here and voila.
I was so excited when I moved to the city. Carmen, she looks so sad.
She looks so sad. Oh, oh, oh.
Here's the clicker you'll need to attach. God knows how Carmen broke that as well.
Clicker.
Still a few parts missing.
Clicker, hold on. Wait, can I do it while it's on here? It's a story? It has some stories, I guess. Parts missing? What do you mean? Oh, I think the clicker goes here.
There's still a part I need to attach. Where does it go?
This one? Is that good?
When we were younger, Carmen was always following me around. I suppose she looked up to me. A cool older sister. She used to ask me when I was coming
The
home.
piano.
But I was always too busy.
Oh, I like this. Are we done? Alright. Let me put it back in. Well, that was something good. So wholesome. There we go. Slide projector.
Helena was transfixed. Staring at the two young sisters the projector had brought glaringly into focus.
I never meant to let her down.
But you haven't, have you? You came all this way just to help with the cafe. Plus the money.
That's the problem. There is no money. I lost my job a few months ago. My savings are almost gone. I have nothing.
Oh no. So it was true, she was pretending a little bit.
Carmen thinks I'll throw my checkbook at her bad decisions and make them okay. But I can't. Not this time. You know, the funny thing is, I came here wanting to tell her the truth. But she's so infuriating. How can I ask her for help when all she cares about is herself?
Helena fell silent, shrinking under the gaze of her younger self, projected onto the wall.
We drifted so far apart when I moved away. It felt like the only thing keeping us together was my bank balance. I know I have to tell her the truth. It isn't fair. But I already lost everything else. What if I lose her too?
Okay. Oh, that's a bit sad. Oh, we're fixing a gas burner. Boiling point.
The day of the festival finally came, and after all my hard work, I was ready to put down my tools and pick up a fork.
Pick up
The
a
smell
fork.
as I entered the main square was incredible. Each stall was selling food even more delicious than the last. The competition would start any minute. Most stall holders were waiting anxiously for the mayor to pay them a visit. All of them, that was, except Carmen, who was still frantically chopping vegetables and stirring pots.
Maria! Thank God you're here. Can I ask you the world's biggest favour? Helena was supposed to help me run the stall today, but she never turned up. Probably too ashamed to show her face. I can't believe she lied to me.
Carmen was stirring so furiously she was in danger of tipping the pot over altogether.
The mayor will be here any minute for the judging, but I'm almost out of my special.
She wasn't really going to ask me, was she? Not on my day off.
I have a stove ready to build and everything. Can you set it up and make me a spare batch?
Okay. Ah, it's... Oh.
Oh, her recipe is a bit smudged. Never mind, I'm sure whatever I put in will be fine.
Carmen's wild veggie soup. 1 pint of stock. Quarter stick of half of carrot. 1 broccoli florets. Handful of chopped tomatoes. 3 wild mushroom. What? Plenty of... What? Oh, whatever. We need to make this, right? What's this? Oh, it just goes in. Oh. 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 It just all magnetically sticks in. How perfect.
It all fits. Now to light the gas.
Okay. Oh. Oh, that's dangerous. Broth. Okay. Put in the broth and
I think that pot is really boiling now. Smells great if I say so.
where's the
myself.
ingredients? Are these leaf the ingredient?
Here are the ingredients that Carmen's given me. What to add first?
Ah. Oh my god, that's a lot. So, it says half a stick of... It looks like a carrot. So, wait, no. Quarter stick of half carrot. What? So, quarter stick of half carrot. Let's put the broccoli first. 1 broccoli. Is that 2? Looks like 2. Oh. Oh, you can't see. It's a quarter stick of something. Half a carrot. Okay. Let's put the half of carrot first. Half a carrot. Handful of chopped tomatoes. Handful of chopped tomatoes.
That looks good. I'll scoop a spoonful when I'm ready to serve.
Okay, hold on. Gotta put a broccoli. 3 wild mushrooms. I'm gonna use 1 broccoli for now. 3 wild mushrooms. Plenty of... what do you say? Plenty of... lettuce? Quarter stick of tofu. Plenty of onion rings. I'm just gonna put in everything. Is it 2 broccoli? Oh, it worked.
My part done, Carmen took over and added the finishing touches. It was just in time, and a moment later, Joseph arrived with Izzy in tow. Carmen anxiously handed them both a serving.
Who made
That
this?
was so tasty.
Tasty.
Can I have some more, please?
Ah, Master Chef.
Well, you've certainly earned yourself a loyal customer in my daughter. We have a few more meals to taste, but so far you are one of the best. Good luck.
Oh, we're one of the best.
Joseph and Izzy looked so happy together. Maybe the festival was doing them some good after all. Carmen, on the other hand, seemed annoyed. But why, when it had all gone so well?
I wish Helena was here to see this. She's so convinced I'll never succeed at anything.
She wants what's best for you. She's just not very tactful about it.
Yes, I know. Even when I was a kid, she pushed me when no one else did. I just wish she hadn't lied to me. But then, I've asked so much of her over the years. I never stopped to think how much she actually had to give.
I think this is a game of about like story of families. So the daughter and the father not like, you know, misinterpreting each other. Helena and Carmen.
The festival finished. I only had 1 day left before I had to catch my train and leave Bella Riva behind.
Bella Riva.
I couldn't go without saying goodbye to Carmen. So that evening, I made my way to the cafe. It was unrecognizable. She'd done it. Best food in Bella Riva.
Wow.
Half the town was outside waiting to see what the fuss was about.
Nice.
Maria! My favorite sous chef. Come on through.
It was Carmen, acting every inch the successful cafe owner she deserved to be. Even Helena was there, serving the coffees. This was the last place I expected to see her after yesterday's drama.
Wait, she's working at the cafe now?
Carmen led me through to a balcony upstairs, where she brought out an old record player.
I found out where Helena was on the day of the festival. She was selling her camera to clear the cafe's debts. But then she didn't have much left for herself. So, I've asked her to come and stay with me for a while. We have a lot of catching up to do. I wanted to give her this, to cheer her up. We listened to it all the time when we were kids. Do you think it has one last tune in it?
How many broken stuff do you have? Do you have anything that's not broken?
Okay, let's see what happens when we turn this on. The speaker isn't connected properly. I should check the wiring. The speaker isn't connected properly. I should check the wiring.
Oh, it comes out
Here's
really
the
easily.
problem. This wiring isn't connected properly.
Is it? Speaker plus. What's this? The power.
The speaker isn't connected properly. I should check the wiring.
Oh.
If I turn the volume up, I should be able to hear it now.
Hold on. But there's this thing. Aha. There we go.
I think that should do it. This record should play beautifully.
That was easier than the watch.
It's spinning the wrong way. How can I get it to play in the right direction?
I spun it the wrong way? Okay.
It must be to do with the motor. Let's see if one of these spares can turn things around.
We have to make the motor go the other way. Okay. So, how do you know? How do I know which direction it spins? I don't know. I just have to try it out. U57L5. U57B6. Let's try the green one. Oh no, it says on it. 7WO. Let's see this one. Nice. Oh. There we go. It must work perfectly now.
Well, it's playing in the right direction. I should check it's turning at the correct speed.
The sweet words.
Volume works nice.
What will remain of the smiles? The ones.
That's good, right? All working correctly? What do you want me to check?
What will remain of these days? The sweetest words I've ever heard. What will remain of the smiles? The ones that stole my heart that day.
Let's go a little fast. Are we supposed to use the green one then?
I'll need to check the wires are in the right configuration.
It is the right configuration. What do you mean? Is it right? It's good now? Well, I didn't change anything.
There's still a part I need to attach. Where does it go?
What? Let's check again. That's weird. I didn't change anything.
What will remain of these days? The sweetest
Okay, I think the problem was I assembled everything too soon. The game, like coding, didn't recognize it.
The record player's crackling tune must have caught Helena's ear, as she appeared a few
Yeah,
moments
game
later.
bugged a little bit.
Is that my old record player? I can't believe you've kept it all these years, Carmen.
Oh, so heartwarming.
Leaning over the music, they looked just like the young sisters the slide projector had preserved all these years, inseparable once again. Carmen told me about your camera. That was a really generous thing to do.
I loved that camera, but I love my sister more. Now it's her time to be the person she wants to be. I'm going to stay here with her for a while. Make up for lost time.
Carmen and Helena's relationship wasn't suddenly going to be perfect, but they were both prepared to try. And to think, it had all started because of a call Carmen made about some seasoning tips. I guess in the end, maybe it wasn't so hard to just pick up the phone and dial. I hadn't spoken to my own parents in a year. I wanted to hear their voices more than anything. But the silence between us was so cavernous. I didn't know how I'd ever find the words to bridge it.
Okay, let's see. 12. What are we fixing here? What is this?
My final morning in Bellariva, I received one last call out to Joseph and Izzy's house. I knew I had to pack, but I figured I could squeeze in one final job before I had to leave. When I
might be a
arrived,
chest.
I found Joseph tidying up his wilderness of a garden. The playhouse was already cleared. Inside, I could see Izzy happily testing out her screw-driving skills on the back of her cassette deck.
You've made quite the impression. Izzy, tells me she's going to be a repairwoman like Maria.
I'm sure she could be anything she wanted if she put her mind to it.
She could. She's a brilliant child. Spending the day with her at the festival, I haven't had so much fun in ages. I wanted to give her something before she starts to forget.
Inside, the house was transformed, flooded with light and the sounds of the garden. It felt alive again. This would be my last repair in Bellariva, but it felt like it was the house that had really been restored.
It's a music box. It used to play beautifully, but now when I wind
it's
it
a
up,
music
nothing
box.
happens. I'd love for Izzy to hear it sing again. Can you help?
Okay. It's a very small music box. No screws. Oh, there is a screw. Just take up everything.
Maria, could you add this family picture of us?
Ah, that's nice. Sure. Oh. Why doesn't it... this doesn't work. Ah. Doesn't work. Come on. Oh, glue? Ah. Why would you glue it? Huh? Why would you glue the picture to it? You can just hold it with the casing. Oh my god. Now this is quite something. Oh, what's this? Okay, so the bottom off. Oh, do I even need to take off the bottom? I guess I did. Okay, now what's...
This mechanism is completely broken.
Completely
I'll need to take
broken.
it all apart before I can fix it.
Okay, ooh, whoa. Oh yeah, it's completely broken. Like, what did you do with this? That's okay. But this is not okay. And now we add some gears in here. Is that good? Is it working? I think this is... It has to be swapped. Like this. Yes. Okay, now it's working.
Perfect. The mechanism is good as new.
And now we put it back in. What about the bird? I need to do something about the bird. That's right. And now let's test it. Oh my god, that's pretty. Okay. Close it. Put this back in. Oh.
Looks like something is still missing.
What? Oh, hold on. I have to do this first. Put this back in. You want me to put this in here?
I think that's everything back together again. I should play it to make sure.
Gotcha.
My
Okay.
wife used to sing this song to Izzy each night before bed, but I always worked too late to join them. Will you dream a dream for me if I sit by your side and hold you so tight? Know that I will always love you, even though we both know that we must say goodnight.
Oh. Oh.
I've missed so much already. I want to be the father my wife wanted me to be. I've ended up so much like my own father, working all the time. Izzy needs me more than that, especially now it's just the two of us. My daughter comes first. Well, until she gets bored of her stuffy old dad anyway.
I'll never ever get bored of you, Dad.
Izzy came running into the room where Joseph scooped her up and onto his shoulders. She gazed at the music box, her eyes shining. I'd never seen her look so happy.
Thank you, Maria, for everything. The things you've fixed for me. I'm so glad to have them back.
Joseph was a good father, and I could tell he was determined to be an even better one. When it came down to it, that was all any of us wanted. A second chance to make something right. My time in Bellariva was almost over, but before I left, I knew there was something of my own I needed to fix.
Okay, let's see the final one. 13. It's her suitcase. Departure.
My time in Bellariva was almost at an end. Another chapter finished in a story whose ending I hadn't felt ready to write. The people I'd met, the items I'd restored, they'd taught me so much about what was really important. Pulling out my suitcase from beneath the bed, I remembered the day I stole it from my parents' shop, the day I left. Afterwards, I was too ashamed to call them, to apologize. It was a guilt I'd been carrying around every day since. As I packed, I knew that it was up to me to find a way to lighten the load.
Okay, pack. Oh, it's like a packing game. History of watches.
Joseph's idea of light reading for the train. It does look thorough.
Oh, that's her?
My parents would love Bellariva. Maybe I can convince them to make the trip.
Where does this go?
The recipe for Carmen's special. I'm under strict instructions to guard it with my life. Izzy gave me this in exchange for my repair manual. She'll be a pro in no time. The soundtrack to my travels. I'll be listening to this on the journey. My train ticket. Can't believe it's time to leave Bellariva behind. Helena gave me these designer shirts. Not sure I'll pull them off as well as she does.
Okay, well, the moment I put this in, the sound overlapped, but this is the clothes that Helena gave her.
My suitcase was full, but it was my heart that felt heavy as I made my way to the station. I was sorry to be leaving Bellariva behind, but I hoped that in my own small way I'd made a difference. Helena and Carmen's reunion was possible because they'd learned to overcome their differences. Joseph had realized he shouldn't let his grief or his work get in the way of his relationship with Izzy. They'd each learned to see things from someone else's perspective. Maybe it was time I saw things through my parents' eyes. I knew it would be easier to jump on the next train, put even more distance between us, but I finally felt ready to talk to them. I just didn't know if they would feel the same. Did I even remember their number? I wasn't sure until I reached for the phone and it all came flooding back.
Dial. Oh, this might be the last episode.
Mom? Dad?
Maria? Is that
Oh, it's about fixing the family, fixing relationships. Now I know. It's not just fixing electronics, fixing relationships. Oh. Okay, I'm curious about this star. Epilogue. Okay, let's see. Carmen's letter.
Dear Maria, Carmen here. Sorry I haven't written. The cafe's been absolutely manic since you left. Luckily, I have Helena here to help. You wouldn't recognise her. She's like a new woman. She's always running around, taking orders and making drinks. I even heard her compliment a customer on their outfit. Personally, I draw the line at fluorescent green bowling shirts, but each to their own. It certainly made the customer smile. She misses the city, though. Bellariva's many things, but it's definitely not as chic as she'd like. She said there was a coffee shop near her old apartment where they made coffee with a shape drawn on top. It got me thinking, I'm an award-winning chef. I can figure out how to put a leaf on a cappuccino. A bit of cosmopolitan coffee might be just what Helena needs. Of course, ordering a new coffee machine was the easy part. I wish you could have seen the mess I got into trying to put the thing together.
Alright. There we go. There's one last thing to do. Let's see.
I saw Maria use her screwdriver a million times. Taking this apart will be easy.
Oh, so this is not her doing it. This is Carmen doing it. Okay, let's do it. Oh, the whole thing coming apart.
These pipes look pretty simple. I should start with them.
Pretty simple. No.
I'll need to connect all the pipes correctly to stop the steam pouring out.
Yes. Okay. And
That steam doesn't look good.
that's
There must
steam.
be something wrong with the pipes.
Hold on. Do I use this? What's this?
there be so much steam? Ugh, I'm getting soaked.
Oh. How do you connect this? Like this? To where? Oh, there's more down here? Where does this go? Whoa. I need something more. Right? Oh no, I don't. I think that's how you do it. Oh, okay, now I got it. Ah, there we go.
Finally, no more steam.
That was hard. And do you go here? Okay, you go here. So many wires. Let's do one thing at a time. So we have the power cable coming here, which is to there, to 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3? What's this? 1, 2, 3. Ah, hold on. I have to take this out again. Okay. And it's just 1, 2, 3. Nothing. Oh, why? Oh. Now we're gonna figure out why it says 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay. So let's put electronics on 1. That's coffee on 2. Hold on. Lighting on 3. Or no, electronic on 1, coffee on 2, steam on 3. Okay. So electronic here, which connects to number 1. Okay, lighting on 2. Let's do it like that. Lighting on 2. Let's do it like that. And coffee on 3. Okay. So that means so coffee goes here, lighting goes here. Okay, all good. Whoa, that was hard. And put it back in. Put it back in. That's beautiful. Put it back in. The whole thing. Put it back in. Okay.
I think that's everything. Better test the buttons, just to make sure.
It's all working well, nice.
All done.
All done.
Piece of cake. Time to make my first coffee, I think.
Yes. How do I do this? This first? Ooh. Okay, we got some coffee and then
Smells delicious.
Smells delicious.
Now to make it look magical.
Okay. Where do I use the steam for? Oops. It's too hard.
Perfect coffee. All it needs is a saucer and a couple of Helena's favourite biscuits.
It looks like a snake. It's not much of a leaf. What's that? That's like a snake.
I was
worse in
feeling
person.
more has-been.
I'm pretty sure that's really hard. The latte art.
Fit for human consumption. It looked a bit postmodern, but knowing Helena's refined tastes,
Postmodern?
I think it was intentional.
That was funny.
Always the connoisseur. She didn't even bother to look at it at first. She was so busy wafting it under her nose. Steamed up her glasses, of course. How was she going to see my work of art through an eye full of fog? When she finally spotted it, though, she was totally impressed.
Totally impressed by the snake latte art.
I'll admit, she spent several minutes trying to figure out exactly what it was I'd drawn. She decided it was probably a horse.
Horse?
Well, what she doesn't know won't hurt her.
Yeah, it was more like a snake.
She was impressed enough to ask for another one.
Another one?
Guess I'll need to get some practice in. The whole thing was such hard work, Maria. I never realised how difficult it was, all that mechanical stuff. It made me realise how much I have to thank you for, so I wanted to say that now. Better latte than never.
Better latte than never.
Well. Your friend, Carmen.
Oh, nice. There we go. Complete epilogue. I guess that is it. What a beautiful game. I liked it. I like it a lot. Language? Voice language? Oh, you can have like Espanol. I don't know what this is. Text language. Wow, there's even Korean. Okay, I think that is for today. I'm gonna have some rest now. It's Sunday in Korea. I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed a lot. Today's game was like a really good hit. I liked it. I will see you tomorrow. Yeah, and also Happy New Year, everybody. And yeah, I hope everybody have a happy New Year. Everything from 2024, it will all go well. Okay, I'll get going. Bye bye. Thank you for watching.